Blandford. Soy de parte de US Internacional descubriendo banda y artistas. US Internacional se creó una plataforma para personas menos afortunadas que quieren avanzar en la vida pero no tienen oportunidad cómo hacerlo. Y personas que están ahí que tienen linda voz, bonita voz, tienen todo tipo de sueños que quieren avanzar pero no tienen oportunidad para que alguien le pueda ayudar. Y estamos aquí nosotros para ayudarte. La plataforma brinda oportunidad para exhibir públicamente su cultura a través del arte de música, la cultura de tu país, la cultura de lo que tú quieres hacer. Simplemente estamos aquí para ayudarte. Y también nosotros, para registrarse, solo cuesta $99.99. Y tú preguntas, ¿por qué está cobrando $99? Estamos cobrando $99. Es porque muchos artistas ya tienen su CD registrado. Y muchos de nosotros, digo nosotros también, que nosotros agarramos música de otro artista y empezamos a ponerle un CD y pensando que es de nosotros. Pero ellos ya pagaron una registración al federal y hay que tener mucho cuidado. Por eso cuando tú mandas el CD a nosotros tenemos que chequearlo y nos damos cuenta que no es tuyo, es de otra persona. Entonces, si la música es original tuyo, entonces nosotros podemos tocar tu música 24 horas, 7 días a la semana. Y para registrarse solo cuesta $99.99 si es una sola artista y una sola vez. Pero si es una banda, un grupo, cuesta $299.99. Es un grupo, usted tiene que dar el nombre de cada grupo y el nombre del manager. Y solo paga una sola vez. Esto es muy barato. Nosotros estamos aquí para ofrecerlo para que ustedes puedan registrarse. Porque se están registrando mucha gente. Pronto va a subir todo. Por eso estamos tratando de programar esto y anunciarlo para que todo el mundo pueda escuchar lo que tenemos para ustedes, la persona que no tienen suficiente dinero o no tienen suficiente medios financieros para ser descubierto. Y le doy el teléfono de la radio, que es 561-660-7653. También si quiere hablar con el director directamente puede llamarlo ahorita, que es el número 561-541-1878. También si quiere ir a la radio en su teléfono puede ir al 605-468-5779. Usted nos puede escuchar por medio de la radio. También si quiere usted descargar el app, que es gratis, tú solo vaya a www.usdescubriendo-idolotalentoradio.com. Usted puede ir a descargar el app y usted va a escuchar la música, todo tipo de música, y puede escuchar ahorita que yo estoy hablando con ustedes. Espero que lo hagan. Es gratis, no tiene que hacer absolutamente nada. Yo le agradezco mucho.
Another word, what Miss Yolanda just said, and I'm going to summon most of it. If you have talent, you can go, if you, for example, you have talent, you have a beautiful voice, you believe that you have talent, you can visit us. And if you want to be discovered, you can go to www.discoveryidols.com, as he said, and also we promote when you sign up. We promote your music. We play it on our radio station 24/7. The radio station is usdiscoverytalentradio.com. And if you're someone who love music, you like to listen to the best song, which is the top of the line, you can download the free app by going to www.usdiscoverytalentradio.com/download. The app is free, so that means wherever you are, it could be in any country in the face of the earth. All you have to do, type on the app. You'll be able to listen to all type of music, and also you'll be able to listen to the show live. And also when you sign up with the agency, now we promote you, and also you have one-on-one coach.
Yes.
We coach all artists. You pay only one time with registration fees. You don't pay anything else. You pay one time registration fees, and also we promote you in all our social media, as well as we play your music for you, and if you have a video, we promote it as well. And tonight you have Miss Yolanda. She's going to the show because the show is bilingual. She will speak in Spanish at the same time. She will talk in English as well.
Yes.
She's it's a really good, and let me say a good shout to Mr. Mark Toussaint. He's a great guy. And also there's another thing. I would love for him, if it's possible, to call the radio station 561-531-6092, because the subject Miss Yolanda is going to discuss tonight, it's something that's close to his heart. Close because this gentleman is someone who will gives his life for the children. We're talking tonight about the children, and I'm hoping that he can call the station and for him to participate, and also at the same time tell the whole world also what the project that is doing, because I will highly recommend for him to get in touch with Miss Yolanda, because you guys are in the same field.
Really?
Same field, the same thing we're doing, and that's what he's doing too. So, okay.
Great, thank you very much. First of all, I want to just thank Solomon. Solomon get an accident, from Bangladesh. Remember that young man?
Yeah, the Bangladesh.
Yes, he get an accident. So I just want to say, sorry, Solomon. We're praying for you.
Yeah.
That you recover pretty soon.
Because I think I was wondering too. It has been a while since I haven't seen him.
Yes.
Because he's usually watch the show every day from Bangladesh.
Yes.
So I like wherever he is, we want you to know from Bangladesh, we are praying for you. Yes. And also let your friend know so they can participate, so they can watch the show also in Bangladesh. And also I haven't seen your African friend from Africa watching the show. Yeah. They're not connected. I haven't seen that.
They're not connected.
Yeah.
Yes. But tonight, it's in my heart to talk about kids tonight. It's concerning what's going on right now in the United States. There is a lot of kids right now. Dr. DT, kids don't want to go to school right now because they're really concerned what went on last week. They don't know what to do. They're really thinking about that. They want to stay home. But we have to help, the parents have to help those kids to don't be in fear. They have to prepare them. And it's just have to encourage them and love them and tell them everything's going to be well. Because the kids them out there is going through a difficult time, hard time right now. And we really need to reach out to them to give them a hand. And I believe that everybody out there who hear it, it's good to parents call in, and it's good for kids call in. Because it's good that kids give a lot of feedback to young kids out there. Is fear right now. All of us are supposed to help one another right now. Because I think when difficult time is hitting the nation, all of us are supposed to come together and build up one another. Because remember, I always say the strong lift up the weak. And we need to lift up the weak right now, the one who don't know what to do. Because there is a lot of kids, believe me, I'm telling you, they don't want to go to school. They feel scared to go to school, Dr. DT. And we just trying everything to help them out.
As a matter of fact, like I was saying, I received a phone call this evening. The lady was saying that she has a daughter. She's over 16 or 17. She's brilliant. She's extremely afraid to go to school. Even that she's so traumatized at night, she has to run to her mother's room and just cuddle with her. See how scared she is. I mean, this is America. This is not the third world. Because it's easy, the American government sometimes it's easy to say that, hey, Haiti is bad, Haiti or Nicaragua is bad, or another third world country is bad, is insecurity. But you haven't heard people go to a school and start shooting
Mm-hmm.
innocent children in Haiti.
Yes.
You haven't started doing the same thing in
Central
Nicaragua.
America.
Central,
different part
you
of-
haven't
yes.
heard that. Okay? So right now we are seeing what's going on.
Yes.
Our children are extremely traumatized, they're extremely afraid for them to go to school. The peer pressure is so hard. As a matter of fact, not too long ago, yesterday, there's a child who went to school and shot himself
He was
because
7, I think. Yeah.
7 years old,
I believe so.
shot himself.
Yes.
He killed himself because people are bullying him.
Mm.
This is, oh my goodness, we need to speak out.
Yes.
It's getting ridiculous. The devil is stealing our children
Yeah.
from us. So
But I believe, Dr. DT, that I think the government, the president need to, put a hand on that right now, because the kids out there that bullying kids into the school, they have to really put their heart on him right now and call all those kids. And I think they need to talk to those kids and talk to the parents then, because if those kids is bullying out these young kids out there, the innocent kids them out there, I believe they need to remove themselves from school and put them somewhere else, because they cannot be around the kids that really going to school to study. Meantime, the bully one them is bullying out the young little kids them, and I think the parents them need to come together. They need to come and have a meeting with the director or whoever, the teachers, and just start doing something. Don't stay there and just see that they're killing your kids and shooting your kids.
do you know what they propose? The government start proposing now. The idea, they want all the teachers to wear a weapon as well.
Wow.
That's the solution.
Really, that is
Because
the
we
solution.
didn't have enough guns on the street, we didn't have enough guns in the school. Now they are proposing for the teachers to have guns as well. They don't realize that when the shooting start, you don't know who's the bad guy, who's the good guy. Everybody's shooting. It's just like it's like a wild, wild west. It's crazy. That's what they propose.
I know the Wild Wild West was there, but the Wild Wild West was shooting the bad guy out there, then it was going into the mountain, traveling so far away to go and kill the bad guys. But now we have the Wild Wild West right inside the school.
It's crazy.
So I believe that I don't agree with that, Dr. DT.
That definitely, it's a bad idea.
I don't agree with that.
It's a bad idea. It is a bad
Because I believe the teacher then could leave the gun anywhere, and one of the kids, them, how kids is, they could go and get it and kill someone right in the classroom. So I don't believe in that. I believe it's good. I believe that the teacher need to be get serious with the kids and chastise those kids that trying to be bullied to the other rest of the kids then. Do you understand? Because when I was growing up now, the teacher, all our parents give the teacher power over us. So when we go to school all day long, guess what? We do anything. Guess what? The teacher just says, stretch your hand. And we used to stretch your hand, and they used to just take the rulers and start figures. That is the way. You understand? But now these kids, them over here, they want to beat the teacher. They don't respect the teacher. You understand? So now the kids, them bullying the rest of the kids, them. So now the kids take the weapon into their hand to go and kill the rest of the kids. And believe it or not, all of those kids who didn't kill was innocent. Those rest of the kids who was bullying him, they're not there. You understand? Because he was just shooting after every kid was coming out from the school. And I believe, like parents, we have to be very, right now, very careful with our kids. Because you don't know who is who right now. It's very dangerous right now out there that killing the kids right now, beating the kids, and it's a lot of things going on right now. And I hear the police guy was talking to the teachers then that it's time for teacher be careful who coming in and who going out right now. But I don't understand how they're going to know the person who coming in, because I believe when I used to go to the to Jupiter Middle School, when I used to go there to ministry over there, I see that they used to have cameras so they could see you when you're coming in. So how they cannot see somebody bringing something that is bigger on a book, bigger on a back on a book bags? So I don't understand what's happening out there right now.
It's crazy.
Yes. So I believe that all of us, everybody, I believe that every parents, doesn't matter if it never happened to your parents, not happening to your kids. I think it's time for all of us come together now and try to have meeting now. Try to have meeting in different school, and talk to the director, the supervisor, whoever is the person, and all the teacher, involve all the teacher to be alert right now, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy. It's a dangerous time we're hitting right now, and maybe we take it lightly and we don't believe because it never happened in America before, but I'm telling you, it's getting ready to shake, and we have to have our eyes open right now, because for me, it's more important is kids. Those are number one for me, because those are the future for tomorrow. Those are the going to be the governor, the president, the leaders, the senator, whatever they're going to be. But those are the new generation that we supposed to protect them, guide them, teach them, lead them, prepare them for the future. Not just have them just to go to school, just to finish high school, and that's done. You understand? It's more than that. It's not just to have a diploma and go to school, but you have to really teach them their character, how to behave, how to respect. Because believe me or not, the kids what in your house, I see parents cannot handle them. So when they go to school, they go with different character. They want to go and beat up everybody, beat up the teacher and everything. But I believe that parents, it's time now, because who want to see your kids or your daughter or son shooting somebody? I wouldn't like to see my daughter shooting anyone or somebody shooting my daughter. Because you see, because I never train her in that kind of way. I show her how to respect everybody, respect the elders, because the elders, every time an older person talk to you, listen to what them saying, because they're older than you. Don't go to disrespect them, because we think because them is not my grandmother, them is not my parents, them is not, no, them is older, them is people with wisdom. So you have to listen to them. If them ask you a question, answer them just with respect. But you know where respect come? Respect come from the house. If you don't have respect in your house, Dr. E.T., no one going to respect you. I don't know if you could be a young lady, you could be an older woman, and you could be a grown woman. If you don't respect another person, believe me, nobody gonna respect you, because the way how you speak to people, the way how you carry yourself, the way how you treat people, that's the way people gonna respect you.
Perfect, because people don't understand that you demand respect, and you don't have any respect for someone else.
Yes.
If you don't have respect for yourself, how you carry yourself, how you treat other people, how can you expect the other people to respect? Because you don't even have respect for you. Because if you don't have respect for life, okay, and I heard people say guns don't kill people, people kill people. But it required that I believe that it's an excuse that the politicians are using just to prevent them from making the tough decision. Life, if they have the respect for sanctity of life, they will respect someone else. When you look at it right now, what's going on, when you have those guys, pouring prison to the school. When you have children right now is afraid to go to school. Children wake up in the middle of the night running to their parents' bedroom crying because they're afraid that that young lady her school received a phone call, somebody called the school and threatening they're going to shoot. And the whole time the school goes into lockdown. This is crazy. Like I said last week, I dropped my child. On my way by 10 o'clock, I decided to bring something that I forgot to give to the school. When I went there, the school was in lockdown. All the children were inside, and you can see they're wondering what's going on. If somebody's coming to harm them, for peace sake, this is America. This is America. Where this thing going? It's really shocked this evening that young lady who called me was telling me this is what she's dealing with her 16 years old girl. I mean, now when she doesn't want to go to school. She's crying when she go to school, telling the mother, am I going to see you later on? This is crazy. It is crazy. As a parent, I mean, this has nothing to do if you're Democrat, has nothing to do if you're Republican.
Yes.
Has nothing to do if you're independent. This is a issue about us, our children right now, our children facing the greatest danger right now.
Yeah.
And when you have someone can walk in, go to a school, go to a job, or even with assault rifle, that is supposed to be a weapon, is supposed to be you're supposed to use it during war or at war. There's no place for it to be in the street. But it's affecting America right now.
Yes.
So
I believe, Dr. Gigi, I believe that every parent's in the home right now. I know parents have some kids that don't respect parents, but I think it's time for parents, prepare them kids are not, if the kids cannot respect you, we have the law out there. You need to call the law and make them come and talk to your kids, because the kids that don't respect parents, they cannot go to the school and just go and bullying dogging anyone and just beating up the kids. I believe, like a parents, if I see my daughters bulldogging anyone and that she not listening to me, I don't respect in the way I saying anything, I believe that I will call the police to make the police deal with her, because there is a lot of parents right now listening to me, living in different homes and everywhere part of this country right now. There is kids don't respect parents. There is kids beating up the parents. There is kids that pushing down the parents. There is kids don't care what the parents is saying. But I think parents supposed to stand right now, because you don't gonna allow these kids to kill you. You're going to come and call the police and talk to the police. If you can't go, just call someone to help you out, because we cannot determine to have these kids then going to school and killing innocent kids just because he don't get his way, or just because he
you try to saying that the parents try to look for help to provide counseling for the children.
Yes.
Because the whole thing, the children also, even that they acting, but at the same time when they act, it's a way they try to communicate. I need help. I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? I need help. I'm in trouble. I need counseling. And also, see, most bullied children who are bullying people, it's just like they can see that, like they say, monkey see, monkey do. You have to check how the parents cope with stress. If they see the father bullying the mother, as a child, they're going to act the same way. If they see the mother and the way they interact with each other in the house, they cheat the kids. If we see like the father, for whatever reason, the father lash out the mother, try to hit the mother, the kid probably think that this is how I'm going to communicate. This is when I want something, this is how I'm going to bully someone to get what I want.
Yes.
Because if you watch one of the parents, everything that he want or she wants is like putting pressure on people, bullying people. So if bullying for him or for that child probably is a form of communication. So something like that, do you think that it's also good for the parents when they provide counseling for the child, and the parents should go to counseling as well?
Oh yeah, I believe that. Really, I believe that, Dr. DT, because you cannot take our kids to go to a counselor or a psychology and the parents don't go. I believe everybody need to go and explain what's going on
And sometimes the parents who truly need it.
Yes, sometimes the parents really need it, because there is some parents manipulate and control the kids, and the kids then get tired. That's why they come to be bullied, because they cannot beat the parents, so they're trying to get it out of someone else. So I believe that every parent's out there, I know some of you are going through a difficult time, hard time, because I deal with kids. I see how kids come after the parents. I see how kids beat the parents. I see how kids slap the parents, and the parents scare of the kids, because the kids think that they have a dominion over the parents now, because the parents don't stand firm.
And also, remember the Bible said, train the kid from very young age.
Yes. So
when he grows up, for you not to. Sometimes when the kid is, it's okay.
Yes.
To make sure the kid cry, and said later on for the parents to cry.
Yes.
But at the same time, everybody has a role to play in this. There's so many shows on television. Okay, there's so many shows. Like for instance, Disney. I don't let my child watch Disney, because there's so many shows on television showing that the children showing how the child is disrespecting the parents, slamming the door, talk back to the parent, curse at the parents, and you have your child really just watching it, and they think it's okay, because there's no good shows on television teaching the kids, if you have a problem, if you have a problem with someone, this is how you can sit down and discuss it. This is how you can. They don't teach them how to solve problems, so they think that the only way, the best way to solve their issues, to solve the problem, is to take matters into their own hands. That's not good. It's not good. You know what I mean? They need, like, for the parents, remember, the child, if you're raising a child and you find it whenever the parents have to discuss something, they have to slam the door, they have to curse, they have to yell, and they're cursing each other. And sometimes when they see, children that will grow up in a domestic violence home, 99% of the time they turn into be a bully. And also the worst part of it, domestic violence has no boundary. The rich, for example, look at the person who's supposed to be the president right-hand man. He was like beating his wife, gave her black eyes. We need to speak out. Okay, we need to speak up.
Yeah. So I believe that parents out there, I need to really look for a counselor right now. I believe that everybody's supposed to gather together and talk to the director to the school. Different schools, not have to be one school. The whole school in America. I think everybody needs to spread out now. The parents then need to stand up and protect your kids then, because the school not going to protect it, because the kids just go locked up in a building. Like one of my little friends say, that is a jailhouse for me, Miss Yolanda. He said that every time, I'm going to the jailhouse. So I tell him, don't talk like that. He said, yeah, it's a jailhouse, because when they go in, they can't come out. He said, they're locked right up. So I believe that the kids, they go and lock right up, but it's time for the parents to take your hand, put your hand on this right now, because it's your kids. You know, you don't want to hear that you're at work and then in calling you, tell you to come right now, because they've been attacking the school. Because believe me, it's not going to be easy for no parents when they hear that their kids is dead. It's not easy that your kids get up in the morning, you talk to them, you give them breakfast, guess what? And they can't come back. So I believe, like a parents, I think that all of us need to come together, and all of us need to go and talk to the school now. Just sending a letter and saying that you all need meeting. Everyone start voting to go to the school and start talking to the director from different school. You don't have to be the school in Fort Lauderdale. It could be every school right now. And I think it's time for preparation. It's time for sign up for those kids that in school that is bullying the kids. It's time for them that they need to take care of those kids, because something wrong with those kids. Those kids need help. Maybe in their house they're not happy. Maybe in their house the kids being molested. Maybe in their house the kids have small self-esteem. he don't love himself, or someone telling him he's not good, he don't go to mount for nothing, because that's what parents like to say, that the kid's not going to mount for nothing, they're not going to be good, they're not going to finish school, they're not. So you don't understand what, and you talking to your kids them like that, what are you forming inside them? You know, you're putting them so low that the kids then think that they're not going to be anybody, because when the parents open their mouth and curse them kids and talking negativity to them kids, guess what? The kid's going to walk with that all day his life, because parents cursing the kids, putting down his own kids. I believe like a parents, you supposed to tell. I have one daughter, but every time she send me a text, she say, "Hi mom, how are you?" I say, "Hi hon, how are you?" Great. I say, "Have a blessed, lovely day today. I love you." You see, you have to use that word of encouragement, that word is love, because you don't know if you're going to see your kids later on or tomorrow. I believe we're supposed to love our kids, hug them, sit with them, watch movie, do something with them. But I see that parents over here, they really don't concern about them kids. They just give them money to go to the mall, give them money to buy this, buy that, you know, and that's what them motivate the kids, just to get something. But I think like a parents now, I think it's time to sit down with your kids. Spend time with them. My goodness, when they have friends come over, spend time with them. Get to know them. Even if you don't open your mouth, but just sit there and hear what they're saying. Be involved with your kids. Not just allow them to come and sleep. You know, wake them in the morning, give them breakfast and send them to school. And then on weekend now you send them to sleep somewhere that you don't know where they're sleeping. So you have to be careful with all of those, because you don't know who is molesting your kids. That's why the kids cannot tell you what went on in his life, and then that come and frustrating the kids. We don't know what passing through just kids' mentality. So we have to be careful like our parents. Watch your kids, protect your kids. My goodness, sit down and have a good breakfast with your kids them, because I see parents don't have breakfast. They have a big table with 12 chairs and whatever, but nobody sit on the chair. Everybody
just for show.
Yeah, just for show. Just like a chair, they have a nice floppy couch. It's just entertainment, just to sit down, because nobody come into the house. Nobody come and nice cups, nice glass, nice plate, everything. But guess what? Nobody come and eat. Everybody eating in paper plate. So can we believe where we get to, our mind, where we get to for things? We have more interest in things, Dr. DT, and our own kids. For me, my kids is more important than anything. Thing could go, house could go, car could go, everything could go. But the only person going to be there that is mine is my daughter. I don't understand how parents love things more than the kids. They love a car more than the kids. They love a clothes more than the kids. They love to make everybody see them, that them somebody and they're not nobody. And the kids them is suffering there. The kids going through difficult time, hard time, and they don't have anyone to speak to, because parents just put their mind on themselves and they're not putting their mind on the kids. The kids never asked you to bring them in this world. Is you and your husband was laid in there sleeping together and you came out pregnant. And so the kids never say, "Mom, I want to come in the earth." You went and get the kids. So if you went and get the kids, it's your responsibility to look out for that kids and train those kids to walk in the right way and respect people. I see these kids don't respect kids. I see 3 kids come around me yesterday, 3 kids, tall kids, and then think I don't pick it up in my spirit right away. I just watch. One went to come behind me, the other one went to the other corner. They don't know who they're playing with. They think they just coming to somebody just to bulldog me. I said, my God, if they know who they're coming around, they're supposed to flee, because them don't understand, Dr. DT, when I cross my finger, you understand they're going to run. You see, they think they're playing with any kind of woman out there. You understand? You could see me small and everything, but I know how to defend myself. and then laughing and all kind of thing, and then think I gonna be laughing with them. I just checking them out. I checking them spirit, where they coming from. Because this is some bully kids out there that the parents don't know what they're doing. When I'm home, they behave themselves. And when they get out, they want to bulldog everyone. Do you see how they watch the little girls when the little girls them have on those little tiny shorts and all of those little blouses? Oh, they looking at the little girl, they want to touch the little girls them. It's not because the little girl said touch me. It's just because they want to be bullied, to touch the little girls them. And the little girls them need to behave themselves how they dress today, Dr. DT, because they're dressing so provocative out there just to make the guy them desire them out there. Believe me, you don't have to show in your body out there to make a guy desire. The person going to desire is going to give the person who going out or the person in your fiance, whoever, but not any kind of person out there that have a wicked mind. Right away he see you and right away he wants you. You don't understand that all of those things soul tie. You understand? Because we want to be provocative. I see one lady today. My goodness, I see a lady today, Dr. Heaton, and it make me think twice. Do you know what is those stocking, what you look like a crochet? This lady will have on a crochet dress today, without bra, without nothing. And she was walking on the street thinking that she's one of those.
She was advertising.
Oh my goodness. Everybody turn and look at this lady and say, what's going on?
Because that person also is crying for, you want someone for attention. She's crying, she's craving attention. When you look, you try to find out, okay, what's going on? What really, something, somehow, somewhere, certain time, something happened in her life. Most women who you see, and again, I'm not downgrade any women. I think women is the most beautiful gift God put there, because you're a person God create you with His image. So I have a high respect for women, but at the same time, with Miss Yolanda saying, most women who dress like that, that's been, the cup is half empty. The cup is pretty much empty, so they're crying for attention. The only way they can fulfill temporarily that craving is to dress like that, is to throw themselves like that. Okay, if a woman really respect herself, and also she knows she has self-worth, she will not, like someone like that, wearing a dress like that with nothing underneath, where everybody could read her.
My goodness.
So that's mean, if maybe she doesn't know, that probably is her own way to attract somebody, to attract their attention. People like that also need help. They need help because this is a form of communication. They are crying, they are calling somebody, see me, somebody, I'm here, somebody, I am here, I'm not invisible. To them, like I met someone, she was saying that sometimes she could be in the middle of like in the middle of a crowd, but she feel like she's invisible. Nobody pay her any mind. And probably that woman is like that. Nobody give her paying her any mind. Probably her father abused her. She probably never heard her father saying that I love you. She probably never have a hug from her father. She probably never heard a family member say, I believe in you. You can be anything you want to be. You know, I mean, that's, whenever I see things like that, I try to find out what really happened in that person's life.
Yes.
You know, I believe God, in the Almighty, never make mistake. There's something happened in that young lady's life that triggers something. So now no one cares enough to reach out and save her.
Yeah, that person is suffering out there. I see, because the way when I see her now, it's not like a lady that she she's a big lady now. You understand? So I believe that she's going through a lot of drama right now, that she needs some help. but nobody out there to reach out to help people out there, because nobody concerned about someone going through difficult and hard time. And I believe that's why I always talking about the church, because the church is a community now. Everybody come together.
Listen, with all due respect, it's a shame. It is embarrassing for all this thing going on. And sometimes you wonder, and sometimes in every single corner you find there's a church there.
Now it's getting worse now.
There's a church.
Yeah.
What happened being, I am my brother's keepers. What's the role of a church when you have in one neighborhood or one street they have 3 or 4 churches, but at the same time in that neighborhood people are killing each other, children being abused,
Yes.
children being sexually abused, children they're shooting in school? What happened to the pastors? They have, I believe that God is going to hold them accountable, because it's not like sitting inside your 4 walls in as the church and asking people to come and donate or to pay the tithe. When Jesus was on earth, he did not stay inside the building. Jesus is one dude. He was very political. His politics was right there in your face. So what happened to the pastors? What happened? Our children are dying. What the message? So far everybody's like servants. Their job is to go out there and take care, bring a good hope message to them.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, it's very ridiculous right now, because you see that I was talking to someone out there, the church is a community. I think the church needs to work with the police departments, because the police department cannot do everything, because, them all around at middle of the night, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, them is giving them life out there, protecting the city to make we have a good night's sleep, because if they're never protecting the city, you believe me, people will come and kill us. So I think all of us need to work together now. We just can't just leave everything in the police hand, and the church need to get together now and start working with the police department right now. We need to go to the police department and ask them, how can we work together? Because in the churches, a lot of people is everywhere on Sunday. We need to go and tell what's going on. The police need to visit the church and start telling the pastor, how can we work together to save the community? Because it's not about me or you or anyone. It's about this new generation is coming up right now, and this new generation don't have anyone to reach out. And I believe that if all of us come together with one love, with one unity, for the sake of the young generation, believe me, it's going to work. But if we just thinking about our selfish self, what we want and what we want to do, and what I want in my house, and what I want with my wife, and what I want with my kids, that's all. I'm just sorry for you, because we live in this world, and when we're living in this world, when you come out there, nobody guarantee you're going to come back home. So we need all the community, everybody, wherever you live right now, come on, let's work together. The police department work together, the church come to work with the police. It's time for the church go to the police department. Come on, lift up your garment and say, come on, we're going to work together to protect these generation. This is God generation. This is the young generation. This is the millennial generation. God is calling us to prepare them, because very soon all the older people, we're going to disappear this earth any second. Do you see that the evangelist Billy Graham died today? Do you see what's going on in the spiritual realm? But we don't know, understand nothing. If you really understand the prophetic moment, what's going on right now, all of us would be on our knee and crying out to the Almighty God what coming, and stop having entertainment when the kids them is dying. The church not supposed to have an entertainment. The church supposed to reaching out there, building up the kingdom of God, talking to this young generation. My goodness, we don't guarantee that we're going to be alive tonight. Anybody guarantee we're going to get up tomorrow? Nobody guarantee tomorrow. You could go and sleep right now because you're tired, but you don't guarantee you're going to be wake up tomorrow. If God don't breathe in you, you cannot get up. So when you get up in the morning, you need to come on, let's come out in community together. And let's work with this new generation them, because the kids them is suffering out there. We just go to church and we want leaders and we're walking. How can I say this word? We're walking in church like we come to be like us, a marine soldier. Huh? Watching to see who move and who don't move. Come on now. Let's get out on the street and look for the people, how we need to get out there and help and work with the police department, work with the commissioner, work with whoever. Just send in letters and say, the time for us community to come together and help our kids because they're killing the kids. This is the generation that, this is the future generation. This is the governor. This is the president. My goodness, this is all the leaders that we need to build up for the futures, for when we get ready to leave this earth. At least we leave a legacy into this nation, because all of us come together. I never hear nobody killing somebody in a school just in America. Shutting down the kids, killing the kids. Them like, oh, what's going on here? Do you understand? Looking at getting like a third world country that then don't care, they could cut your neck off in a second. Now nobody want to be on the street late at night time because you don't know who is who right now. You can't even talk to anybody because you don't know what is them thinking in their mind to do something to you. And you have to be careful having those little kids. I see a little baby girl, I think she was 12 yesterday. I wonder why she's not in school. I see the baby girl, she was walking, very pretty little girl. You know when I'm 12, how they look so pretty, very young, very beautiful. You could see the youth in the baby girl.
Angel.
You could see that. You could see the way she walked and all that little baby body and everything. And I wonder why she's not in school. I just watch her, you know, and you don't know
where are the parents?
She was alone.
Where's the parents?
Like 10 o'clock in the morning. We don't know where the parents. Maybe she escaped from school. Or who knows what she done. And I see she was walking. And you know these men then, when they see a baby girl walking by herself without books, that mean that they're ready to turn around their car and go and pick up this young lady. I was just watching her and I'm wondering, what, this young lady is not in school. What's going on here? Parents don't know where is them kids. Or them send them somewhere to do something and they don't understand we're living in a dangerous time. That baby girl, 12 years old, those are the kind of little baby girls that men is looking for, a woman is looking for, to steal them, to go and sell them for prostituting body. So you have to be careful out there, allowing that your kids walking by themselves when they're so young, because when they're young, that is the age 12, 13, 14, 15, those are the kind of age they're looking, you understand, because they're innocent, them clean, and you have to be careful right now. I don't understand how parents that really don't take care of their kids, because them allow the kids to do whatever they wanted to do, but not because they turned 12 now, they're still a baby boy, I have a girlfriend, she have a kid's 14 years, my goodness, that baby boy can't go nowhere, believe me, have him like that. He can't do this, don't eat that, don't, I want you to eat good. So she have the kids preparing for the time coming right now. So when the kids getting ready to leave, he already have discipline. And why we can't have discipline, why we can't discipline our own kids? If you really love the kids, discipline the kids. Even then say, oh, it's too hard for me. Yes, but it's for your good. Because the day tomorrow you leave the house, you go with value, you go with principle, you go with respect. To respect the teacher, respect the director, respect the manager from the job, respect everybody. But you're happy that not teaching the value of the kids to respect, and the kids want to talk to anybody any kind of way they want. And you wonder, why are they talking to me like that? I never talk to them like that. But right away you think the parents talk to them like that. So the kids them have to repeat what the parents said, Dr. DT. You know.
That's why they said when the kid there's something going on. When the children is when the child is acting, all you have to do look at the house where the child's coming from.
Yes.
Okay, there's another problem too. You have children producing children. Babies are making babies.
Wow.
They're not ready.
In America?
Yeah, babies are making babies.
Wow. I think we're just the third world country was babies making babies.
I mean, and also you have young men not ready. They can't even take care of themselves. They turn around and impregnated a young girls, and at the same time, guess what? You produce. What do you produce? You produce misery.
Yes.
You can't even protect yourself. You can't even defend yourself. You can't even take care of yourself. You have no business of getting a young girl pregnant. And also, if you value yourself, you value this is one thing I always say. If the man say he loves you, he cares for you, he has to have respect for you. He has to have enough respect for you to protect you. And I understand sometimes some of them, they have the silver tongue. But at the same time,
What they have?
one silver tongue. Okay? That means everything that come out of their lips, there's honey on it.
Wow.
So therefore,
With ties of someone.
yes. So the same way the snake had silver tongue.
Oh yeah.
So it's time for us to really focus. That's why
Yes.
I remember one of the politicians said during the election back then, she said, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
So right now, it's for all of us to speak out,
Yeah.
to save our children.
Yes.
Because if you do not speak out, that child, it might be the one who turn around and start shooting other children in the school. When you see a child is acting, it doesn't take much for you to turn around to look at the parents, what they're going to do. And parents don't remember the children, they're not stupid. Father, if you are treating your wife like a maid, if, for example, you're raising a young man, you're treating your wife like a maid, and you cannot communicate for any reason, you feel like to communicate with your wife is to hate her, is to call her any kind of name. What do you expect for your child to produce when it's outside the house?
Wow.
So the only thing you've been teaching your child, how you communicate, the only way for to have someone get your attention is by going after the person with force. So keep in mind, someone is watching.
Wow.
You have a little girl, and your little girl you never took time to let your little girls how much you love her. Hug her like the love of a father, not like being the love of a pervert. Let her know how much she means to you. Let her know how much she's worth. So she doesn't have to look for the love that she's supposed to get from you, the attention, and when she goes outside to get it, it's not the same kind of love she was going to get from another man. Your son that you're raising, your son, teach him how to respect the other kids. As a matter of fact, I went a couple times to drop my child to his school. I saw a little boy. It's extremely everything. It's a bully. He's bullying every kid around the school. Everyone in his class. Everybody's complaining about him. If he wants something from another kid, he goes there and grab it. Without asking. You can see from a very young age. I wonder what's going on inside his house.
Something is wrong.
Something is wrong from the very young age, small like that. You see, the only way he communicates is to overpower the other kids, the other children. He does not know how to communicate. He's grabbing things from the kids. Even this evening, I went there. The teacher's talking to him, and he just kept throwing things on the floor. Throwing things at the teacher. And oh my God, This is a baby who's crying for help.
Wow.
And the funny part, his parents think that is funny. That is a sad part. And later on, God forbid something happen, you're going to say, oops, they will be the first one to know better. He take the parents. The parents need to start doing their job to train the kids. And also there's something else. Whenever you take God out, you take prayer out of the classroom, guess what? You invite something else to step in. Anytime you move God from the equation, somebody else fill that empty space. This is what we're reaping what we sow right now. When you take God out of school, they pray out of school, guess what? This is what you get.
That's right. Yeah. I don't understand why they took out prayer out of school. I really don't understand what prayer have to do to have in school when the kids was praying and them allow the door to open to make Satan come into the school, into every places. And that's it happened. You all don't understand. God said, when you reject me, I will reject you. We don't understand spiritual warfare and principle, because we think that we could treat God any kind of way we want to treat him.
And get away with it.
But remember now, he's God. How can we come and treat our God in any kind of way and do what we want to do because there is somebody never want prayer into the school or into the courthouse or somewhere? Believe me, because we move by what people say or what people do. But remember, you cannot move by people. You have to move what God tell you to do. And this is what happening into the nation right now. We're going through a lot of affliction right now because we're not putting our trust in God. We're not depending on God for what he calling us to do or what we need to do. We just depending on our opinions and dependence on what man is saying, that everybody copies somebody. God never make me a copier. He make me a unique person. He make me to make a be like the way I am. Why should I copy someone, the way they look, the way they dress, the way they smell, when God already give me my DNA? So that's why we're supposed to have the DNA of Christ. We don't need to have a DNA as someone else, because remember, that person never died for you on the cross. Jesus Christ died for you and he gave his blood for us. He redeemed our soul from the pit of hell. So how are you going to copy someone just because that person looked that kind of way? You want to look that kind of way. You don't know what that person doing behind her back to look that kind of way, what she dealing with, who she have a relationship with. You don't know that she could have a relationship with the enemy, with Satan, but you want to copy her, look at her, put on the hair, put on the nails, put on everything. Even your body you want to boost up now, because you think that when you boost up your body looking all of these things, that people the men going to follow you. I don't want men follow me. I would love one follow me, but I don't want a multitude of men follow me just for my body, for whatever I have, because I don't think that is fun for a man to just follow you 2, 3 and you're going here, you're going there. No, it's better to just have a good one who's going to respect you and love you like the way you are. Is not what you have on, it's not what you wear, it's not what you smell, it's the way you are, because love has to come from the inside, not from the outside. And this is what happening. We want to copy into man and we forget about our kids. We go out and leave our kids with grandma, we leave our kids with the neighbor, we leave our kids with different places. So that's why this little young generation coming up right now bullying one another. You know why? Because you don't know what those neighbors or what the uncle or what the cousin done to that young kids, and you don't know because you went to have fun with the guy out there. When you're coming back, now you're tired. You don't even want to deal with the kids. You allow the poor baby boy go eat that bowl of cereal without have that warm milk or something that parents have to give the kids them. And this is what happened. And so we own self bringing affliction in the nation and bringing affliction in our own home. More we sin against God, more affliction going to happen. We just have to come to repentance and ask God to forgive our sin, that God never call us to sin against him, because he said you could come boldly into his presence by the blood of Jesus, because we have the access to go into the kingdom of God. So God is calling every one of us. Dr. DT, I think it's time for all the parents. I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, you Japanese, you Korea, you Indians. All of us need to come to work together. This is not about color, our nation. It's about human being. It's about unity. It's about love, because love is conquer the world. We think that is clothes and house and car conquer the world. No, sweetheart, is love. Love is everything, because God said love the Lord with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your soul. He said love him. And the second commandment is love your neighbor like you love yourself. We don't love no one. I could see that. You don't care. You says you pass the person like them don't know them. But the minute you fall, guess what? I am the one picking up the phone and say, hello, 911, please come and stand. And I ask God, why are we so selfish? Why are we so bossy? And all of us need one another. Remember now, God created us to be together, to get to know one another. God never created us just to be by myself. Guess what? This microphone is created and is here. But if somebody don't come to speak to the microphone, you cannot hear that the microphone have power. All of us need someone. The computer needs somebody to type in it, because the computer is there. But if nobody touch it, nobody cannot use it, Dr. DT.
Definitely. So it's really, like you said, all of us need to work together as one unit. All of us too, we need to channel the energy as one point, just like when we talk, or just like Tai Chi. We all need to scream one voice, enough is enough. One voice, enough is enough. And also take that energy, channel it to the voting box. The election, there's election. If you have not registered to vote, go register to vote. Register yourself. Doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat or Independent. Make your voice heard.
Yes.
And do your homework. Do your research on the candidate that you want to vote for.
That's right.
You need to ask the candidate the tough questions. Where they stand with gun law. Where they stand, especially when it's come to the children. They cannot speak for themselves. The children are looking for a hero. They're looking for someone who cares enough.
Yes.
Someone who cares enough about their interests, about their safety. They're looking for someone who loves them. Love is an action verb. Love is not passive. Love is not selfish. No, love is not like bully. And the best part of it, love does not know colors, nationality, background. Love is love. Love is love. Love has no boundaries. If you truly say you love the children, it's time for you to speak out, to speak up. It's time for you to take action. If you say love, if you say you love your child, or let's say you love your mother, you love your sister, you love your wife, and you remain This is not an issue that there is no place for you to remain neutral. Either you with them, or you are with the big corporation, or you are with the children. Right now, they need all of us. They need us to speak for them. They need us to support them. They need us. It doesn't matter if you're black. This is not an issue. Black, white, yellow, Hispanic, or Caucasian, or anything.
Kids is kids.
Children. The children need us.
Yes.
They are innocent. Even the one who was doing the bullying is a victim as well.
He's hurting too.
He's hurting inside.
Yes.
You never know what. I'm not making excuses for anybody, but that kid also has a soul.
Yes.
Unfortunately, just like a plant, if you do not give the plant the proper nutrient, the weed is going to grow and try to kill it. The same way with the child, the bully one, because he never been taken care of the parents never been take good care of him.
Yes.
Never provide him the good nutrient that he needs. So the devil is the weed that take over his soul.
Yes.
That take over his mind. And when that happened, the politician, they put things in place to prevent people from reach out to help them. But even though what I'm looking at, I'm looking for the churches that's wrong.
Yes.
What are the rules? What are supposed to do? I believe all of us has something to do with this. We have our own role to take. Like Mother Teresa said, and I'm going to paraphrase, there's so many things you are doing, I cannot do it. So if I cannot do what you're doing, I don't have the same power that you have to make changes. And there's so many things I can do, you yourself cannot do it. But take it this way. If I put my skill, my energy, if I meet you halfway, and you meet me halfway, and we put our skill together, I believe at the end we can paint a perfect masterpiece. We can make a change. So the only thing I'm asking, let all of us work together. It doesn't matter if you're Republican, it doesn't matter if you're Democrat, it doesn't matter if you're independent. Let's work together.
Yes.
And if you have a Republican or Democrat or independent choose not to work with us, guess what? They are the wrong side of history. So we can change that.
That's right.
We can change it.
Yes.
We must vote for people who have our best interests in place.
Yes.
At heart. Because love is an action verb. It's not passive. We need to take action. This is a war zone. When you have a family member, someone called me this evening and said, my daughter is 16 years old. She's afraid to go back to school. She's afraid. When I say goodbye to her in the morning, she doesn't know if she's going to see me again after school. This is bad, people. When you have your child say, Mommy, Papi, let me give you a hug because yes. I don't know if I'm going to see you again after school. This is bad.
This is the time.
This is bad. This is the time for us to say enough is enough.
Yes.
This is not this has nothing to do with politics.
This is a fact.
This is the time for us to say enough is enough. Our children have been traumatized.
Yes.
They suffer with hypervigilance. Because when they go to school, any little noise they jump.
Yes.
They traumatize. How do you expect for the kids to learn? When they have to worry about their own safety. When you see the politician, the only thing they provide now, the ideas, they have to arm all the teachers. This is crazy.
Yes.
This is America, the land that we love, the land of the brave, the land of the free, the land that we love so dearly. Are we going to stand by, watch they take it away from us?
No.
Are we going to stand up with the children, say enough is enough? And for each election, you need to go knock on doors for the politician that represent your interests. Remember, this is not an issue. Being black, being white, being Latino, being Asian, being anything. It has nothing to do about being Democrat or Republican and Independent. Is it an issue about the children? You have something to say before we close the show?
I just want to thank everybody to listening to us, because it's not easy, you know. And
I need to share the video.
All of us need to come together. It's time now. It's time. It's not time for hating one another. It's time to come on. It's time to work, to get dirty now, to fight for our kids. And you all need. I just ask a favor to you to share the video to rest of your friends, them, and everyone out there. You know, to just boost we up to continue going. And I just want to say, Dr. Billy Graham, Evangelist Billy Graham, died today, and really make me sad, because he was a tremendous evangelist.
Yeah.
I learned a lot with him. I learned a lot.
Can you close the show in Spanish, please?
Hola, quiero decirle, estamos hablando sobre los niños que están matándose uno a otro, y estamos pidiendo a todos los padres que nos unamos en una sola unión para trabajar juntos, para pelear para estos niños, porque esto es el tiempo, los niños, que ellos son lo futuro de mañana. Y eso lo quiero llamar a todos, que ya es tiempo para ayudar a los niños que están afuera, que están sufriendo, que están pasando necesidades. Y nosotros no solo tus hijos, los hijos de las demás personas también. Solo le quiero invitar que ya es tiempo, trabajen con la policía, trabajan con el gobernador, trabajan con todo el mundo. Ya es tiempo, los niños están sufriendo. Y eso es lo que estábamos hablando hoy en inglés, y solo quiero darle un poquito para que tengan un poco de información lo que estábamos haciendo. Se trata de los niños. Peleamos juntos para levantar el futuro de mañana.
And I'm looking forward to see you guys, everyone who's watching, who's been following us, who's been watching it. We're waiting for you tomorrow, same time, 6:30.
Same times.
And also, don't go anywhere. There's going to be another show. Another show is going to start in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. God bless you,
yes,
and thank you. Let's get together. Let's go out there and make it different.
Yes. For
the children. Let us all say enough is enough. And also listen, share this video. Allow people to get involved. Get involved. Don't remain passive. Love is active. Stand up.
Yes.
Stand up and fight for the children. For the children. God bless you.
Ayuda a pasarlos share a todo lo de Facebook, para ayudar a las demás personas para que vean.